Russia is raining havoc on Ukrainian positions, as they dropped 35 FABs in just 24 hours. It's day 852 of Russia's operation in Ukraine. Let's dive deeper. Starting from the Toretsk sector. In our last report, we showed how Ukraine made a mistake, as they deployed some of their units from this front to the other, and replaced them with exhausted units, which quickly became the worst decision, as Russian forces took advantage of the situation, broke through their first line of defense, and captured Sumy. In addition, we also saw how they kept their momentum along the Pivnichne road and entered the eastern outskirts. Today they made a very important advance. Latest report says, Russian forces, after consolidating their position in Sumy, increased their pressure on this entire 3 kilometers front, and as a result, broke through the second line of defense, and took this entire area under their control. Because of this advance, Russian forces have now entered Pivnichne from the east. In addition, it seems like they are also planning to attack from the north. So they recently started attacking the sections around the railway line. And today it was confirmed that they were able to take this area under their control. This was indirectly confirmed as Ukrainian drones and artillery were seen shelling Russians around this area. Currently momentum is on the Russian side, but Ukrainian forces are doing everything to stop this breakthrough. However, big breakthrough recently came from Vuhledar. Before we move further, we are excited to announce that from now onwards, you can also watch daily frontline updates in German and Russian language. Today's reports are already available. You will find the link in the description. To help our new channel, consider subscribing. It seems like Russian forces have once again started attacking this stubborn front. However, they are not repeating the same mistake and attacking it head-on. Instead, they are approaching the village from the east. Looking at the topographic map, we can see that south of the river, there is a height that goes towards west to the village. In addition, this area is less fortified compared to the village, where Ukrainian forces have mined the entire area. However, it is still considered significantly fortified. But it seems like Russian forces have found some weakness. As per latest report, Russian forces launched a series of surprise attacks on this 11 kilometers wide front. They were advancing towards this road that leads to Vuhledar. Many people think that, after cutting this road, the village would easily fall. But if you are following this operation from the beginning, then you know that Ukrainian will not withdraw until all of the roads are cut. We have already seen this on multiple fronts. And Vuhledar still has many roads through which they can supply their garrison. However, today's situation is not the same as the previous attack. Back then, Ukrainian artillery stationed around this line were helping Ukrainians in defending Vuhledar. However, today, after the fall of Novomykhailivka and Avdiivka, their main backbone is gone. Now, after the series of attacks, they were able to penetrate the Ukrainian defense line up to 3 kilometers, and took this big area under their control. At this moment, we don't know how committed Russia is to taking Vuhledar. As we have seen previously, Russia is currently opening new fronts every other day. They are stretching Ukrainian resources very, very thin. If this goes for too long, then it could break at some point and cause a massive Russian breakthrough. Now, in our previous report, I reported how Russia is testing their biggest FAB on the front line. As this is the first version, its accuracy is a little bit off. However, the previous version of FABs are raining havoc on Ukrainian positions in Kharkiv. Recently, a spokesperson of Ukrainian armed forces said, Russian aviation has dropped around 35 FABs in the last 24 hours on their positions in Kharkiv. As I have reported in my previous reports, Ukrainian garrison has become very strong in this region. Some sources even claim the advantage in manpower is on Ukraine's side, as Russia has not introduced new reserves to this front. So Russian aviation has been targeting these concentrations of Ukrainian troops with their FABs. Most of their strikes are on multi-store buildings that have underground bunkers, which Ukrainian forces quite often use as a base. This statement suggests that, even after deploying Western air defense to the Kharkiv, they are not able to limit Russian aviation. Subscribe for more frontline updates. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below.